Hey guys, it's Johnny with JMFD Customs, the holster division side of Cayenne Precision LLC. Wanted to talk to you guys today about something we get a ton of questions on. We see a ton of debate in the groups and the forums and everything else, and that is what light for the Staccato CS. And to break it down even further, which Streamlight TLR 7 sub for the Staccato CS. Staccato recommends the Streamlight TLR 7 sub 1913 with key number 4. That's what they recommend. That's what our holsters are made for, which it fits great, and we're going to cover why there's so much debate between all of these. But this is a few of our TLR 7 subs. We have a lot of them around the shop because we use the real lights on the real guns for everything that we do. So this is the 4 that they make. This one is for SIG, it says SIG on it, which there'll be another video because this causes a lot of confusion because people are trying to put this on a macro. It does not fit a macro. This is specifically for the SIG P365 and 365 XL. That is all that fits. So we're going down here. We'll get to this one next. This one has the GL on it. This one is the TLR 7 sub, specifically for the Glock 43 MOS and the Glock 48 MOS. Fits specifically for that. So we'll get that one out of the way. Now we come to the two that cause the confusion. The 1913, which is what is recommended for the pistol. As you can see, this one is well used. It's been taken on and off a few thousand times. And this one has the SA. This is for the Springfield Armory Hellcat. On the other side, it's going to have HCAT on it, Springfield Armory. Now, a lot of guys are saying to use the Hellcat light for the CS. We do not recommend this. It was not built for this weapon. It was designed for a specific purpose. So the TLR 7 sub 1913 using, see if I can get this to focus, key number 4. Now, unless Streamlight has changed something since we got in our last batch of lights, which was last week, the 1913 is the only one that ships with keys. The Hellcat, the Glock, and the 365 all come pre-assembled. They do not have keys in the package for them because they are meant for a specific purpose. So they are pre-packaged for that purpose. So the 1913, what is causing the issues here is, I'll snap this one on. We'll try to get this one on. Tighten it down just a little bit. See, fits perfect. As a matter of fact, if you loosen this, you have that much play, which I've seen some people complain about, but you know what? This gun has a ton of rounds down it. This light has never came loose. It has never posed any issue with that little bit of movement that is on it. But here's where everyone is having a fit, because if you turn this over, you will see that there is a larger gap on this side of the trigger guard than there is on this one. That is it. That is the difference. That is what everyone is saying. Go get the Hellcat for. Okay, looking down from the top side, looks perfectly fine. But if you sit around, if you're OCD, which I am, I'm very OCD. If you own my holsters, you know that. I'm very OCD. But believe it or not, guys, I do not sit around looking at the bottom of my pistol. This does not matter to me. I do not care. It fits perfectly in line with the bore. As you can see, everything lines up good. And the greatest thing about this is, hear that click? Isn't that beautiful? Right there, locks into place. That's what our holsters are made for. This is the light the Staccato recommends to use. So guess what? That is the light that is going to garner the most aftermarket support. That is what the mold manufacturers are going to do. That's what the holster manufacturers are going to do, etc. And I have seen where people are buying different keys from different companies that 3D print a key. That's fine, you can do that. Disclaimer, your holster's probably not going to fit right. because they're changing the way this was designed. So let's fast forward ahead to the Hellcat. Get this loose. Get this one off. Now we come to the Springfield Hellcat. This is the one that everyone is telling you to run out and get instead of getting the 1913 that is recommended by Staccato. They want you to get this because if you spend a lot of time staring at the bottom of your gun, supposedly it just drives you crazy. I don't know. I'm not going to find out. This comes with key number 6. Try to get that to focus. Key number 6 installed. This is the factory configuration for the Hellcat. So if you put this on, we'll tighten it down just a little bit. Okay. Now, this does have more movement than the 1913. It also positions your light in a slightly different place, and it also changes this key position right here. The part that says Springfield Armory and the part that says 1913, it is changing where that key is located on the weapon. Now, the problem you're going to run into with this is there is no lock. There is no nothing. Turn the gun up. It's going to fall out. It was not designed for this light. So, now we've also had the question. We get questions all the time. Will this fit if I have the Hellcat light? Which light should I get, etc. Now, some people are saying that it could be a key issue. So what we'll do is we'll pull this off. Even if you pull off the Springfield Armory, you take out key number 6. And let's go over here on the bench. Give me just 1 second. I didn't bring it over here with me. Let's put in key number 4, which does not come in the kit. You would have to call Springfield, or have to call Springfield. You'd have to call Streamlight, sorry about that. And you would have to ask them for this key. So let's put in key number 4. Okay. Now then, with key number 4, you have the same wiggle room that you have with the 1913, which is not much. It's not much, but there is a little bit there. But we run into the same issue with holsters. This is with key number 4, Hellcat. Nothing. There is no lockup on your light because you have changed the key structure, so you have changed where the retention needs to be on there. So if you're running a Hellcat light, most of the holsters, unless your holster manufacturer specifically says this holster is for the Staccato CS with the TLR 7 sub Hellcat, it is not going to work. So let's put the Hellcat back in its original configuration. I forgot to show you guys this a while ago. So we'll get rid of this key number 4 that does not come with the Hellcat kit, as I said before. We'll put in key number 6. This is the factory configuration for the TLR 7 sub Hellcat. And we're going to install it back on the pistol. Now, here's the thing. It evens out this gap. But who cares if it evens out this gap if you don't have holster support? Which one is more important to you? Is it more important to you to be able to look at the bottom of your gun? I don't understand how this is bothering people. But the guys that are sitting around, is it better for you to be able to sit around, look at the bottom of your gun and go, oh, perfectly even spacing, or, and I don't have any holsters, or just run the light and have a little bit of offset there? The offset does not affect anything. That is literally the only thing that you are gaining, is you are evening out that gap. Anyway, guys, I don't understand it. I don't even understand why this is still a debate and why people say Hellcat. I see it all the time. I'm in a lot of Staccato groups on social media, and guys get on there and they ask, what light do I need for my Staccato CS? And it's split, 1913 Hellcat. The Hellcat makes no sense. If it did, Staccato would endorse it, and they would say on their website, or when you reach out to their customer service, they would say, the light we recommend is the TLR 7 sub Hellcat. You trusted Staccato to design the pistol. It is a very popular pistol. It is a very good pistol. Staccato designed this. Do you not think Staccato knows which light needs to go on it? Another thing, as a holster manufacturer, we get the first thing that I get, because this gun, this light is what every single Staccato CS 2023 holster, every one of them that goes out the door is tested with this gun and this light and videoed. We learned the hard way. We need to start videoing all these. So I know when it leaves, it is 100% going to work. That has been verified. So mostly from our third-party platforms, not so much on our website, mostly from our third-party platforms, we'll have some people, and every now and then they'll get their holster in. They'll send me a message and say, hey, this holster does not fit my gun. My gun won't even go in this holster. My first question to that now is, can you please send me a picture of your gun and your light outside of the holster? You would not believe how many times the picture has come back of a Staccato CS with SIG on it. This right here, as you can tell, this sets the light down much lower than the 1913 or the Hellcat, even for that matter. The Hellcat, it'll go in there, it just won't stay in there. This one will not go in the holster. So as soon as they tell me it will not go in the holster, send me a picture of your light, send me a picture of your weapon, and I'll see what's happening. And they send me that over as soon as I see SIG written on the side of it. Hey, here's the situation. I explain it to them, and they're like, I did not realize this. They go out, they buy the right light, they send theirs back, and they're like, hey, this fits perfect now, thanks. So we wanted to make a video to cover all of the sub models and the differences and what the complaint is. You're gonna see about that right there. There will be another video coming out shortly, because we are fixing to, hopefully this weekend, we will be launching the IWB 365 macro lineup. And we chose to start with the TLR 7 sub instead of the 7A. We're going to start with the sub and see how that goes for right now. But we're getting into the same thing. Guys are immediately seeing SIG. They're going and buying that light. So we're going to have a separate video on that, going through the holsters and the light configurations and all of that. But anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, like and follow us on our social media pages too. We're going to have some announcements coming out. We're going to have some new products releasing for Staccato hopefully this weekend. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you guys next time.